Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We begin with sad news in the TV news industry with the death of Barbara Walters, a trailblazing television news broadcaster and longtime ABC News anchor.
Yeah, Walters first joined ABC News in 1976, becoming the first female anchor on an evening news program. A few years later, she became co-host of 2020 and then in the 1990s launched The View. Her career spanned 5 decades, with Walters winning a total of 12 Emmy Awards. Barbara Walters was 93. We'll have much more on her life and legacy ahead on Local 4 News at 11.
We're kicking off the holiday weekend warm and wet. The good news, temperatures are still in the 50s, even at this hour.
Yeah, unbelievable, really. But will those showers stick around for New Year's Eve celebrations? That's the question. Let's get over to Kim Adams. Hi, Kim.
Hi. Well, we are going to have some showers, especially tonight and through the first half of tomorrow. This is our downtown sky cam. You can't see anything. It's very foggy tonight. Also, some ponding already taking place on the roadways. So if you are traveling tonight, kind of sneaks up on you, especially in those outer lanes on the freeways. So it is starting to add up a bit. It's been raining for several hours now. 47 in Detroit, mid 40s in Howell, 46 in Pontiac, and 45 in Adrian. Exact Track 40 radar shows the heaviest rain really pretty much on the east side. We'll zoom in a bit for you here. Livonia, Taylor, Riverview, Ecorse, all the downriver cities seeing some fairly heavy rainfall at this hour. And it looks like that rain will continue at least through the first half of tomorrow. But then we should dry out just in time for your New Year's Eve celebrations. It's mild. Temperatures will remain above freezing tonight, and that's key. So we're not looking at any ice on the roadways, and that's good news if you have New Year's Eve plans. So for tomorrow, rain through a good part of the early morning hours and into the early afternoon, and then we should start to dry out. But keep in mind, we've had so much rain, it will still be damp and kind of cool, 38 degrees by 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And then we take a run at 60 in the next 7 days. I'll tell you which day and more on the forecast for New Year's Day coming up.
All right, thank you, Kim. A Detroit family mourning tonight after a beloved wife and mother is shot and killed at a store near Rosedale Park.
The killer was caught on surveillance video but remains on the loose tonight. Mara McDonald is live at Detroit Police Headquarters, and Mara, even Chief White is asking for help on this case, describing Tracy Golden as the best of us.
He sure is, Kimberly. And you know, all she did was run into a corner store to pick up some juice, came outside and was shot and killed because some guy wanted her SUV. Let me show you the video. The first thing anybody noticed about Tracy Golden was that smile. Some people just sparkle. That was Tracy, a wife, respiratory therapist, and head union steward at Sinai Grace Hospital. Doctors and nurses couldn't believe it was Tracy, rushed to the ER with a gunshot wound to her abdomen.
That's what the doctors and nurses were saying when I arrived at the hospital, that they automatically saw it was Tracy, that they were rushing into surgery.
Surveillance cameras outside the store on Outer Drive in Grand River capture the moment Tracy walks out on Wednesday. Now, look at the man who sees her and walks right at her. You can see him pull out the gun. He shot her, rifled through her pockets, and took off with her Dodge Journey. All of this pain the Golden family is suffering because this man wanted to steal her SUV.
Not for a Dodge Journey. She would have gave up the keys, the wallet, anything.
Tracy drove a 2018 gray Dodge Journey, license plate DYN 1663. Police are still looking for it and the shooter.
We need all the help we can get.
Back here live, you know, the chief has made it clear that not only are they looking for the shooter, but anybody who assists in helping him hide, they're going to be charged too. We're live at Detroit Police Headquarters tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
They are found too. Okay, Mara, we appreciate it.
A big drug bust in Warren, all caught on camera, leading to 8 arrests. Our Jacqueline Francis is live at the Warren Police Department tonight with more on what the commissioner is saying about the arrests that were made. Jacqueline?
The police commissioner says that it was tips from the community that led to the drug bust. Officers recovering mass amounts of fentanyl and crack cocaine. Take a look.
I found container coming through Harold.
It's the action-packed video put out by Warren Police.
Dispatch subjects known to carry weapons and drugs.
It all started when police got a tip from the community about a drug deal involving two vehicles near 10 Mile and Hoover.
Coming up to 10 Mile.
One car stopped, but the other fled.
Troop 2, we just got eyes on.
Michigan State Police put their helicopter, Trooper 2, in the air to help track the vehicle
Coming up to Chalmers. Accident at Chalmers.
that eventually crashed in Detroit.
Chalmers just south of Whittier's.
Keep your hands up!
On the ground, officers arrested the driver. Drugs found in the cars led to searches at two homes.
Unlock the door! Get your car and park!
There, methamphetamine, fentanyl, crack cocaine, and manufacturing materials were found, along with thousands of dollars in cash.
Single occupant is in custody if anybody wants to slow down a bit.
Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer touting the success of the operation and the tipster program that led to the arrests.
No one wants to live next to a dope house or drug dealer, and we have a program called PAID, that's People Against Illegal Drugs, and we offer a $500 reward for information leading to the arrest of drug-related seizures.
A total of 8 people were arrested. 5 of them are now facing felony drug charges. Reporting live in Warren, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you. A House committee releases 6 years of former President Donald Trump's federal tax return, showing he paid relatively little in taxes in the years before and during his presidency. Former president was fighting the release, becoming the first president in decades to not voluntarily release his returns to the public. The returns show Trump paid just $750 in federal income tax in 2017 and nothing in the year 2020. He paid a combined $1.2 million in 2018 and 2019. In a campaign video, Trump is calling the release, quote, an outrageous abuse of power.
Some potential good news from Southwest Airlines. Fewer than 50 flights were canceled today following a disastrous travel week. Here at home at Metro Airport, there are no Southwest flights canceled today. And across the country, only around 40 flights were canceled. Although, as of right now, the airline has delayed 600 flights. Southwest executives say the airline is back to normal operations and plans to fly about 4,000 flights today. All this comes after the airline grounded more than 15,000 flights in the last week, leaving thousands of passengers stranded for the holidays.
The Mega Millions jackpot is on the rise again, now sitting at $640 million. The cash option has risen, too, to $302 million. The next drawing is just 1 hour away. We'll have the winning numbers for you ahead on Local 4 News at 11.
Tomorrow night, when the clock strikes midnight, the moratorium on residential water shutoffs in the city of Detroit, that is going to end.
Right, but the city of Detroit wants everybody to know there is help to get those past due bills paid. Nick Monticelli shows people how to apply and prevent having your water shut off.
There are about 60,000 customers in the city of Detroit that are behind on their water bills. Now, DWSD does not want to shut off the water, but we're getting close to that point. However, they're giving you 2 options to figure this out and get on a plan. The first one is the Lifeline plan, which is a preset limit on water usage of 4,500 gallons for a fixed rate. Signing up for that plan takes some online navigating, though. You start with the city's website, and then on there is a link to the Wayne Metropolitan Community Action Agency. Once there, you click over here onto programs, then scroll down to the DWSD Lifeline plan. Then click apply, which brings you to another page. If you are not registered, you'll have to do that first. Then you log in, and once you get to this page, you can click on Let's Get Started. You'll have to agree to this statement, answer these questions, press next, and then you can finally begin. It is the beginning of the application process, starting with your address. Once you get the address in is when the profile really begins. You have to have an ID and you have to fill out all this information. The second option is the 10-30-50 plan, where you can make a down payment of 10%, 30%, or 50% of the past due balance. How much depends on how many payments you're already on in the past 18 months. Then the past due balance is spread over 6 to 24 months in addition to the normal monthly bill. To apply for this one, you have to sign up using the DWSD customer portal. Once in, this one is a little quicker. Put in your address, fill in the profile information, and then click on Payment Assistance, which will guide you through that process. You can see it's a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And honestly, it's something that really needs to be done before your water gets shut off. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Really good information, Nick. We appreciate it. Local 4 News at 10 is just getting started.
It has been one of the country's biggest murder mysteries for weeks. What we're learning about the suspect now in custody in the killings of 4 college students. That's next in 90 seconds.